Yo, what up, this is your boy Guru here, back with the final video of my light tank series. So you're new to light tanks here or something like that? Well, anyway, this is the 13105 tier 10. Now if you're here for the first time, please remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications, especially if you're here for the mod pack videos, which seem to be kind of popular on this channel. And also, if you learn something or something from this video, please consider giving this a like. This helps out my channel a lot, and I'll thank you in advance for the like. So anyway, we are in the 13105. This is a tier 10. In my last video, I was in a T37 tier 6 tank. Why have I skipped the tier 7, 8, 9? Well, they play similarly well, the same. In tier 7, 8, 9, 10, you're basically going to be playing light tanks the same way. Now here I am with an added element to the light tank journey, which is the autoloader. The auto-loading tanks, a 3-clip tank. This tank is a AMX 13105 with 390 damage per shot and 2.73 seconds in between each shots, and it takes about I don't know, 25 seconds, 26 seconds to reload the entire drum. So aside from all the things that you've learned in the last 3 days about light tanks, now you're adding another layer, another level of difficulty, which is the auto loading mechanic. Now what's up with this auto loading mechanic? Well, when you're playing autoloaders, 3-clip, 4-clip, 5-clip, 6-clip tank, any kind of tank that's an autoloader that has multiple shots, what you want to be doing is trying to shoot more than once every time you pull the trigger. So instead of playing it shooting one shot at a time, you want to make sure that you're firing 2 shots at a time, 3 shots at a time. This is where your advantage is. You don't want to be shooting once and then running away or going to reload. You want to be able to be making your entire clip count, or at least, you know, for instance, this is a 3-clip autoloader. You want to make at least two out of those 3 shots. You want to fire it twice at least before you duck back into cover or before you run to safety. So that's another element of difficulty you're adding to this to the light tank playstyle. Now the light tank playstyle is already very, very challenging, right? You've got to passive spot, hide in a bush, use your view range to spot your enemy tanks, and then as you progress in the tiers, when you're tier 6 and above, you not only have to passive spot, you have to active spot. You need to be spotting and contributing towards the damage of your team. Now what am I doing? I'm running away and I'm going to the east side of the map. Why? Because I noticed there was some activity going on the east side of the map. The EBR-90 is encroaching into our side of the map together with that bad chat. Now we're very fortunate that AMX 50 M451 did not die there, that tier 9 heavy tank. Very fortunate that that bad chat did not clip him out. In fact, he survived. Otherwise, that bad chat would have taken control of that position, and that EBR-90 would have been able to roam free. Now I was keeping one eye on the map and immediately came over to this side to help out this AMX M451 with that bad chat, and also to try and help deal with that EBR-90, because if we are giving the enemy more map control, it means we are going to lose more map control. It means they're going to spot a small snipe our tank destroyers and heavy tanks and whatnot. So as a light tank, you have the mobility, you have the view range, you have the camo, you have the ability to quickly plug the holes, to quickly help your team out where there's a weakness on the other side. I immediately flanked to this side to help out my team because I was keeping an eye on the map. So on top of adding another level of difficulty with the auto-loading mechanism or gameplay play style with the auto-loading tanks, you are also playing to your strengths. Now, like I mentioned before in the T37 video, whenever you are in light tank and you are top tier, which this tank is. If you're playing a tier 10 tank, you are always 100% top tier. Well, not 100%. In same tier tanks, of course, in tier 10 matchmakers, you are not the top tier, you are going to be bottom tier, because all the tanks are tier 10s, and the heavy tanks are, of course, they have higher ranking, higher priority than you do. But in this is a 5-10 matchup, which means 10 tanks are going to be, or 10 tanks are going to be tier 9 and 5 tanks are going to be tier 10s. You are going to be top tier. In fact, in tier 10 games, you are going to be top tier a lot of the time, majority of the time. So you've got to take up that responsibility of playing as a top tier, which means you need to not just spot, not just use your view range, not just use your camo, you also need to do the damage, which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm putting myself out there. Even though I'm spotting, I'm pushing forward, trying to find out what tank was spotting me. I thought it was the T100 LT, but it turns out it's the T30 here. So I'm going to see if I can clip him and do as much damage as I can. But I got bamboozled there. Looks like it was that T100 LT that was spotting me. He was very close by me, and I'm going to try and run away, but he's going to get 2 shots at me. But thank goodness I was not too deep in. I was fairly close to my teammates, so my teammates could help me out there. In fact, as I was fully loaded and I'm going to finish off that T100 LT, my teammates finished him off. So there we go. We turned it around from a position of weakness where that bad chat EBR90 and T100 LT almost broke through on the eastern side of this map on the 9-0 line. I took action and I immediately flanked and helped out my team here, and we turned it around, managed to kill that bad chat, managed to chase that EBR90 away. In fact, he's on the western side now, trying to make headway in the 1, 2 and 3 line. As you can see, he was last spotted there, and I am alone here, and I've managed to take out that help spot anyway, help to spot that T30 out, help to get that T100 LT killed, and now I've spotted this UDAS 15, or it's the tier 9 UDAS anyway, the turreted one, and he can't spot me because he's a medium tank. I'm a light tank. I can take my time, aim at him. I can't shoot him frontally, but I can shoot him on the side, and I will be able to penetrate him. But frontally, it's not possible, so I don't want to waste my shells here. I want to make sure that I can have, try to shoot his sides, but again, I'm shooting his turret there. It's not very good. I'm not going to be doing a lot of damage on him frontally, so I need to see if I can get side shots on him. If he's angling his armor to the 5A or something like that, maybe I'll have shots on him, but he's trying to find a safe position and try to run away. We have a 2 tank advantage now, but the enemy does have artillery. They still have eyes on the map because that EBR90 is still alive, and they still have that foe. Oh, but looks like the EBR90 is coming to get me, but I managed to pump 2 shots into him while taking only 1 shot of damage from him. So I'm still fairly safe, and staying behind this rock means that artillery will find it kind of difficult to shoot me here. Even if they tried, I'm behind a rock. I'm fairly safe from them. Maybe they can splash me, but I will try to be as safe as possible in this position. Now, again, when you are playing light tanks, it's already very challenging. You need to put yourself out there. You have no armor, but you have a little bit of stealth, you have a little bit of view range, so you need to make the most out of that. But now with the element of auto-loading mechanism in your auto-loading tanks, you're adding another level of fun, another level of it's difficult, it's challenging, but it's another level of fun that you can have in this tank. If you play these auto-loaders well, you can actually have a lot of fun in these kind of tanks. The Bat Chat is not a light tank, but it plays like a light tank. It's a medium tank. You guys probably know that, but it plays a little bit like a light tank. and the 13105 is a light tank that plays a little bit like a medium tank. So it's kind of like a crossover between a light tank and a medium tank. This line of tank, the French tanks, they start from the tier 7 onwards, if I'm not mistaken. What is the tier 6? I'm not sure. I can't remember from the top of my head. But anyway, from tier 7 onwards, the 1375, and then the Batchat 12 ton, and then the 1390, and then the AMX 13105. 105, of course, is reference to the gun caliber, which is a 105mm gun. Carries APCR as standard shells and heat shells as premium ammo. Now this game is a pretty sneaky game, right? Open big map is really good for light tanks as usual. The city maps are not that great for light tanks or any kind of auto-loading light tanks. Especially city maps is kind of difficult because there's a lot more corridors, but in open maps like this, where you have terrain, undulation, you have brushes, you have trees, you have bushes that can help you with concealment, that's when this tank, you've got to be put yourself out there, be a little bit more aggressive, try to do more things in maps like this, because it is built for tanks like light tanks. But in city maps, of course, it's a little bit more challenging, a little bit more difficult. But anyway, here we go. I got a first class out of this game. Nearly 4,000 damage, 3.9 something damage anyway. A little bit of spotting, 1.7k spotting, but it turned out to be a good game for me, and I just wanted to show you what's it like to add another layer of difficulty. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, of course, please give it a like, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.